deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Patty. Hi, Chai. Can you guys hear me all right? Hi, Sonia. Hi, Chris. Welcome. No, I'm not looking for any new mods. You sound busy enough as a mod. You said 50 some odd channels? Damn, dude, that's crazy. You just like working everywhere you go around these streets, huh? Busy, busy man. Hey, Ryan, how did today go? Sure has a series of difficult challenges to become a mod. Don't take it lightly. No. Especially, no. Yeah, definitely not. No. Not these days, anyway. Hi, David. Good to see you. Hey, Jay. Andy dragged you out. Yes. Yes, I heard from both y'all yesterday. I was excited. I'm so glad that Andy's got someone, that he trusts and confides in and feels comfortable with. So good. I hope that went well. Something I'll be watching. Now, I was behind. I picked up a few extra hours at work. So I've been behind for a couple days, but I listen a lot at work. That's where I can actually take the time and listen to people's stuff. So, but there's a few of you can't get it all done in one day, can I? I wish though. I really wish. Hi, just me. Welcome. Hey, Trey. Good to see you. Oh, that's okay, Patty. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. That's okay. I'm sorry. Someone hacked it. Damn. There's a lot of that happening these days, isn't there? I'm sorry. That sucks. Have you guys seen the update for the Suzanne Morphew case? That is so crazy. It's like just, is Barry gonna get arrested again? Like, what the hell is going on? And I hear too, I this weekend I want to talk about I'm like losing my voice. Fuck, hold on. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, Stacy Peterson, sister, like has been following her body, she believes, for since like 2007, and the law is not helping her recover the remains. It is absolutely insane. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen the updates on that whole situation. Ryan, maybe you could get in touch. Oh my gosh, maybe you could help. Did you know about that? Did you see that? Let me see if I can find that real quick. We'll have to. They do need, because he's out free. Forgive me. He's out freaking free. And allegedly, the daughters are still supporting him, even freaking though the updates that's in Morphew's case. Ryan, I'm going to find out for you. Let me see if I can find something right quick here on that. Because I just watched it definitely less than a week ago. Hold on. Here. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. Hi, Just Breathe. Ryan, can you take a link for a minute or no? Or like 5 minutes, possibly? Are you able? Okay, I sent it to Facebook. I wanna get your expertise on this situation, but I want to do a separate show on it because I got there's a 45-minute like special that Stacy Peterson's sister did. So Mark's here, but he's watching his show. He's been busy at work. I sound pretty tired. Yeah, I am. Tossing and a turning all night and just, you know. There he is. Okay. Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yep, I hear you good. What's
okay,
up?
let me show you this. This is wild. You're familiar, right, with Drew? No, is it Drew? Scott Peterson?
Oh gosh, yeah.
That retired officer who has like 3 missing wives or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, look what I just come across here recently, and I find it so interesting. I think you're going to be shook. Hold on.
To be
share
honest,
screen.
Jen probably has more knowledge of that case.
Is she? Yeah, she
follows
might.
true crime like crazy, so.
Oh, she probably definitely knows this
Yeah.
case. Listen to this. Hold up. Of course, the ads.
All right, now for a first-hand account on all of this breaking news. The woman who has not given up searching for her sister for 16 years. She joins us live now, Stacy's sister, Cassandra Cales. Cassandra, thank you for being with us. You have been relentless looking for your sister and what happened here. And this is a bombshell tonight, the fact that these remains have been found in the canal there where Alex was just standing. How did this all come about, Cassandra? Walk us through it.
Basically, I've never stopped. We've had numerous sonar searches, and back in 2007, November 19th in 2007, we found a female body, which was basically my sister. You could see the hair waving, the breasts, and her legs. She was becoming buoyant.
So she still can't retrieve the remains, Ryan. So she feels that this is her sister, though, and the law still has not been able to help her.
Is this the one where she found the remains in the lake?
I don't think it's a lake.
Where is it that she found?
I'm not sure where they are. Let's see.
But not buoyant enough to come to the top of the surface because she was weighed down. She was at that location for 3 days. The state police were notified, and they didn't do anything. They were sent everything. They had the coordinates, and then me and my team, we were threatened to be arrested if we acted on anything.
What?
And after the third day,
excuse me,
she was gone.
Yeah,
and we just went on continuing searching. Then spring of 2008, we expanded and continued, and we found her down the canal, resting on the bottom. You can see decomp, not in that video. There's actually another image, and you can see decomp and the flesh going. You can actually see a fish above her body. She still had flesh, but she lost her eyes and her feet were gone.
Wow.
It was kind of turning skeletal. Inform the state police. Again,
so far, what are you seeing in that there, Ryan?
Well, I'm curious how she found it, for one thing, what she used, but I'm not surprised. Yeah, and I'm not surprised the police told her don't mess with it because it's dangerous.
This is back in 2007. We're in 2024. She's been following this remains since 2007, Ryan.
So they've just left it.
They've just freaking done nothing for this poor sister.
Yet they're telling her don't disturb the remains.
Don't disturb the remains.
Wow.
Yeah. Here, let me play some more because she's got some underwater sonar stuff that
Sonar. Okay.
she's been using, and she's been just following what she believes to be her sister. And I feel like if anyone's gonna know and have that instinct, it's going to be this woman, her sister, who has not given up, like Gonzo said here. She's been a fighter and champion for her sister's justice forever. Things are absolutely moving for Stacy. It's going to happen. All right, let's hear the rest of this here.
I think I fought him for like a year, and then they just went out and did a blind dive one day and didn't even like re-sonar it. Then, the technology keeps getting better and better, and I looked for the best of the best, and that's when I found the one and only sonar ROV and had it brought in from Alaska, and that's what we got. And that was just out of sheer luck. It had
incredible. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I mean, I'm just looking at the images, Cassandra, and the fact that you had to find this sonar RV from Alaska to come down, and that you were able to locate these remains. It is unbelievable. And I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand, like, what are the police doing? If you were able to locate the skull and other bones, and you know where they are, I would think there'd be a dive team in the water tonight going to collect the remains. Like, what is going on?
Wow, crazy.
That image, that's actually live video you're looking at. You can see the silt moving around the grabber claw. So basically, we had the ROV sitting on top, just in that position, sitting on the bottom, and I had called state police. I had called the state's attorney. They came out. They seen it. I even set up a tent because it was cold out. And we showed them everything. And then we just stood there, and they just said, well, you expect us to come out tonight or right now? And I just get pushed back. And then I had to call them every day. Then I called the FBI, and then finally I got the FBI to come in 3 months later after I was on that.
What? Why
and
would it take
they just kind of did a blind dive
crazy.
And floated around. I have that on video. They were all just floating on the top of the water the whole time. And then when I was there, they didn't even talk to me, and they treat me like a criminal.
Whoa! Imagine that.
And then at the end, they told me that area is cleared. So that area is cleared. Now I'm just trying to.
How can they tell her that it's cleared when she clearly has?
She needs divers. She needs to get private divers down in there, mark it, put a buoy, and then they can't deny it's there, and they have to recover it. This poor woman
has do to help her.
I mean, has she not reached out to? Has she not reached out?
She's reached out to everybody, and everyone is just kind of fucking with her.
Yeah, it sounds like law enforcement. I don't honestly after what we've been through.
Because this guy was law enforcement, right? So
yeah. After what we've been through with them, that's what they do. They'll go out, they'll do a search, they say, nope, it's clear. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. Like you need someone to go down there with video and just prove it, mark it, put a buoy, and they can't deny it, and they have to recover it. She needs help. I didn't realize. I mean, it shocks me that it's been that long and she hasn't actually got someone to help her.
Yeah. I don't know. Where are
get some funds and get that equipment back
positively ID'd. Well, because no one will help her get her.
So there's no crime scene. I'll walk into state police with her skull in my hand. It's somebody's. It's not. I don't know if it's my sister, but it's definitely somebody.
Wow.
Somebody's loved one that needs to be coming home. So
right.
So they say the area is cleared, but you've got the sonar RV there with the images. Yeah. I mean, both of those things can't be true. And how far away could that have floated? I mean,
it didn't. It covers with.
They said it was a rock.
They said it was a rock. Yeah, they said it was a rock,
and I actually have video footage of that when we went to move the ROV. That we actually bumped the skull, and you could see the underside of the skull, like the bottom of your skull. It fell off.
Wow.
But it gets resilted over very quick.
Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation.
What do you make of that? That's crazy.
If she has not gotten private divers, I would. If she hasn't reached out to private divers, then I don't know if there's a way to get her contact info. I do know people who can reach out to some of the big channels, the really big channels who can get out there and help her.
I can probably find her.
and we can see what we can do, because I know someone who can talk to them and see if there's anyone available, including
So do you want me to try and find her and offer her help?
Yeah, I mean, if she has gone this long and has no help, then that's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna keep you posted on that.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
A poor woman.
Right. I just didn't understand it. Wow. Yeah, since 2007, and they've done nothing.
Wow.
Yep. It's crazy. All right. Well, thanks for
absolutely.
Up here. I'm gonna do what I can, and I will keep you posted. Hopefully, I can find some contact information and get you two hooked up.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I'll pop off and let you do your thing.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right. Yep. Talk to you later.
Awesome. Yeah, that is absolutely heartbreaking. What about Texas EquiSearch? Yes. Now, I didn't quite hear where that location is, where they think they have found her. Thank you, Miss Candy. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Oh my gosh. Wait, you can thumbs up. Wow, that's new. I haven't seen that. I can thumbs up. We can all thumbs up when someone super chatteds. I can heart it too. That's pretty neat. Okay, anyway. So yeah, that was that. And there's another like longer video on that too. 'Cause that was only like a 5-minute one, but I swear I saw like a half hour or 45-minute one of that. So we'll get to that. We'll see what we can figure out for that. Hello everyone coming. Hi Lake, good to see you. MS Seeker, good to see you. Trulia. Miss Eve. Much love and positivity to all. Try EquiSearch. Yes, exactly, Michelle. Anyone to help her get it out there. And if you guys can share that around and try and get people's attentions too, that'd be pretty good. So, I know everyone in the Sebastian Rogers case that's following the Sebastian Rogers case watched the Web Sleuths episode where, in my opinion, definitely had tunnel vision. They definitely do not like the Proudfoots, and, that's fair, whatever. But there was shit that was just annoying that, I mean, you could see they were like trying to twist shit and warp shit as it was live just because they simply just don't like them. And again, like, if you don't like them, that's fair. That's whatever, you make your opinions and your own thoughts. That's cool. It's your channel, whatever. But let's like not on purpose try to twist shit and mingle shit around and make it even worse for people. That's where I can't get behind it. You can think whatever, they're suspect, yeah, sure, but let's not do the extra. You know what I mean? The simple little bit where Chris was trying to describe the shirt, and he, like, what I mean in that, if you guys were watching, there was a part where Chris Proudfoot, I don't like the guy, but at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong. And what they were doing to this guy at a lot of points in this interview was wrong. How could you not be mad, honestly, being Chris Proudfoot, right? How could you not be upset if you're him? He also hasn't tried to hide himself or the asshole he is, if you will, the narcissist. He knows what he is. He says he knows what it is. He has not tried to hide it, So there's at least that. But Seth does try to hide shit, and it's very fucking weird, and it's been weird, and it's slowly like taken. It's like, okay, I didn't like this. Okay, I for sure didn't like that. All right, I definitely don't love him falling asleep for the polygraph, but being wide enough awake on the YouTube streets, whatever. I don't know. And then again, he's got a record of also abusing his son. So I don't understand the people who just ignore this and praise this man. But anyways, there's this part, just to, like, I don't even know if I can even find it. Let me see if I can even find it. But there was one part where it became crystal clear that Chris could not say anything that was going to save his behind in that interview, and he probably should just have just hopped off of the interview, to be honest, because they are narrow-minded. Then they did another interview, and then another interview, but you know, they made content right after, still dogging Chris. But they were asking about the clothes, and he says, well, I know it could be it was a black shirt, and it could be one of 3 decals, if you will, on it. It was either Star Wars or, like, I don't know what he said, Pikachu, whatever. He listed 3 different things. So then they kept trying to say, so which of the 3 shirts is it? 3 shirts? He's like, not 3. And I was like, holy shit. I just got through smoking a diamond infused joint, okay? And I fucking knew what he was talking about, and I knew he wasn't talking about no 3 shirts or whatever. I'm like, high from this infused joint I just smoked. And the shit is making more sense to me than all of the people on the panel trying to rip him apart and all the people in the chat. He said if it had a graphic on it, it was going to be one of 3 things, not 3 shirts. But man, oh man, did they ever take a good, like, 33 minutes and tear that shit apart and not able to move on. I was getting so fucking annoyed. It's like, yeah, at that point you could tell just how narrow-minded they were. And there was going to be no winning for Chris Proudfoot or Katie on that show. Like, crazy. It's just crazy. But it just goes to show the littlest shit like that. Giselle, thank you for gifting 5 members. I'm not sure. Will it show me here who got those? If you received a membership from Miss Giselle, please be sure to thank her. We are doing a members live tomorrow or Thursday. Oh, which reminds me, I'll wait and see if we can get maybe, you know, another 10 people in here, and I'll do a membership giveaway myself. So I like to do them at the beginning of the month, since I was taught how to do that, so that you get, you know, the full month. Because I think I've been doing all right with the members. Not maybe since I started work, but give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull up this video here. And another thing, does anybody find it at all strange that since Seth took his polygraph with Miss Nancy Grace, Miss Nancy Grace has been completely silent, and we are going on 4 weeks now since then, and Nancy hasn't touched the case since giving Seth the polygraph? Is that not weird to anybody else? Just make sure your gifting tab is on. Hi, Beautiful Disaster. Hi, Michelle. And you don't, you know, it'll go, hi, Lip Lock. It's very weird, right? Very telling. It is. I think so too. I think so too. You want to know the results? So if we are to believe what came from Seth, his results should be inconclusive, at a minimum, and inconclusive, right? And I love how this little not so private investigator, YouTuber, whatever she is all over these streets. I don't know if Seth really has an attorney or not, like for anything to do with Sebastian, because if he did have an attorney, I feel like, especially when there's words being thrown around in the legal documents that's being sent out to people, that it's a criminal investigation, allegedly. I feel like attorneys would not want this PI of Seth's to be running around the YouTube streets, if I am not mistaken. Sally, don't do that. Don't autocorrect or spell correct people when they do the your or whatever. That is so annoying. Unless you're correcting yourself, but even still, don't worry about it. We know what you mean. Don't worry. We don't need the grammar police over here. Trust me. You know? Let me see here. Michelle, you just be in the chat. We don't pick who it goes to. YouTube does that. You just be in the chat. You either get gifted it or not. So I don't know how to explain. If you go to like the thing, the little money sign there by the chat and you click on it, I will have a thing that you click that says gifting, turn on gifting or whatever, which means you can accept gifts if it does go to you. Or actually, I think that might be automatic now, so you might not even have to turn that on. Because I think it would tell you to turn it on if you don't have it turned on, so I could be wrong too. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you can't pick who. I'm sorry about that. I wish we could pick who we gifted it to. But yeah, it's just not how it works. Okay. Hi, Winsong. Hi, everybody. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Yeah, we can't pick who. Yeah. So, okay, let me, I was trying to find this part. I know Katie was the last to see Sebastian, allegedly, but I've always said that she's not my first suspect. Now I question everything, because did you hear on that show, I'm going to pull it up here, did you hear on there that Chris actually helped Seth get his job where he got it? I didn't realize. You don't hear these things. You just hear Seth saying all of these things and saying that, you know, Katie is responsible. You know, this happened under their watch, under their roof, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just finger pointing all this time. Also, I don't love that Seth came out the gate and telling people that his son was molested. I don't think that needed to be on these streets right now, because I don't think that has anything to do with why he's gone. And if you thought he was going to come home and make friends or whatever, you just went all over online, all over the news, all over that's everywhere now. And you don't think that's going to be embarrassing to the poor guy? Right? And I also never heard Chris or Katie speak past tense about Sebastian. The first person I heard speak past tense about Sebastian was Seth. So that is fucking crazy to me. You know? And I don't like to, but I think people are being, again, Katie's not my first suspect, even though she was there alone. You know? It's like, I don't think Leilani acted alone, even though allegedly she was alone. But, you know, whatever. I think Katie might be being controlled, and definitely a history of abusive, narcissistic men. Nana's love. Hey, Woo. Oh, beautiful boy. Hi, Lisa. The way all three of them act, I would have to run away too. I thought that. But, you know, Katie does not have the abuse record that Seth has. And it doesn't sound like, I know people are saying CPS was called on Chris Proudfoot, and yes, I guess it was, yes. But I think he said that it wasn't actually like a case on him, though. But I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Sabrina. But there's this video, or maybe I'll just pull it up on here. Music City Mama. Running Bear.
Welcome to webslueths YouTube live. And they're baffled.
And not for nothing, the PI went up there. Oh, she's clearing Chris and blah, blah, blah. She didn't actually clear Chris, but also, I don't know why she's trying to act like, oh yeah, we're going to have this united front and they should put on this united front. But she definitely is finger pointing at the Proudfoot. So that's very, very interesting. Justin, hey, my love. Thank you for being here. I know you've been busy today. Hi, Angel Marie. He has had CPS, multiple CPS issues against him. Yes, that is true. Now, I guess I didn't hear before because you don't hear that stuff. But again, Chris helped. I don't understand. And I don't know if any of you guys can understand. Does it seem to anyone that like either Seth is very submissive to Chris, and I don't know why, or maybe I hear it wrong or see it wrong, and I more than likely see it differently than the rest of y'all. But I feel and see that Seth seems to be very submissive to Chris. Why though? Do you not get the feeling at all that maybe Chris has something on Seth? Like, I don't know. There's just something very weird with that. And Seth sure barks a lot, but then when he is in Chris's presence, he doesn't come with the same energy whatsoever. Again, I want to remind people, just because someone is a mod or a member or even in the chat room does not mean that they agree with the things that come out of my mouth, okay? This is just my own mind spinning wheels and thoughts and opinions, and yeah, wondering. It is very weird. Spirit Seeker Squad. It is very weird.
He's seen getting home.
Okay.
And the clothes.
Now, she's up here, whatever, and she is finger pointing. So I understand Chris coming up with an attitude. I do. Do I love it? No, I don't. But I understand it, you know. Definitely. We have disagreed in every case, but that's all right, you know. We respect each other for sure. Thank you for being here. Hi, Shameless. Chris has small man syndrome. Does he? You don't think it's weird at all? If Chris is the one with small man syndrome, why does it not seem, does anyone agree? Does it not seem like Seth backs down when confronted with Chris, and why? I'm excited for summer. Soak up the sun, get a nice tan. Hi, Selena. Where? Okay, hold on.
I really think the way you described it was that it was floral. When I was on here, Seth has said, so nothing. Oh, how long you've been listening?
Long enough.
Okay, you sound angry. Talk to me. What?
Very.
Well, duh.
Talk to me.
You
We
know.
don't want to get you. The last thing we want to do, Chris, is cause problems
Yes,
between you and
standoffish,
Seth. I
yes.
swear to God.
Well,
Hi,
I
Stacy.
understand that, but let me help you with
Hi,
something.
Sammy.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of the information that I've been listening to on your show, coming from Chloe, the questions that are coming through people, it's very sickening and disgusting, to be personally honest with you.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So let me go ahead and address a few things and help y'all out.
Okay.
So, Chloe,
Not for nothing, though. He sounds a little bit like Ernie Shaw, but...
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to you. You haven't even called me. You ain't done anything, first off.
I do wonder, like... I don't know. I don't know. Looking at the pictures with Sebastian, I feel like from what I'm seeing, you know, and I could be way off, is that a lot of those pictures are with Sebastian and his mother, Katie Proudfoot. And he is grinning ear to ear in all of those pictures. That cute little video where he's like cracking a joke with his mom and he's like, green tea, green cup. And she's like, you're so, he just was ear to ear grinning with her. Now I do have one theory involving Katie Proudfoot. I do wonder, you know, we can't go off body language. Yes, she's doing the rocking. She's red in the face, whatever. But we also have to remember that Shane Casey guy, where we all thought because his pregnant fiance or whatever was kidnapped and taken, and they stole the baby out of her belly. If you remember that was on J for Justice. Actually, like broke some of that shit live while it was going on, and Heidi and somebody, if you guys remember that story. Anyways, everyone thought for sure because he was acting like Chris Watts that he was guilty, and turned out no, he had nothing to do with it, the poor guy. And wow, you know, so we can't always just go off of body language. Hi, it got change. Hi, Sharon, welcome. You know, yeah, you can't.
Heather is the only one. Heather is the only one who has reached out to me.
But yeah, I do wonder if the two men working together, to be honest. Seth and Chris both look short. They do, right? Like big dudes, but not very tall. No.
Or to my wife.
He's actually defending his wife, standing up for his wife, trying to protect his wife. Like we never seen with the Wells.
Is a problem. Okay, well, Chris.
Oh, and what I was saying, my theory that does involve, but again, it's not high on my list, but it wouldn't shock me if I heard, is possibly he wet the bed and she snapped. You know, I don't know. And I know people are talking about some arrests that Katie had, but you know what? I haven't seen it. And I don't know how anyone else has seen it, because from my understanding, it's been sealed or something, like got sealed through her military branch or whatever. I don't know. So I personally haven't seen it. And it's my understanding that it is somehow sealed. So if that's true, and maybe it's not sealed, but if it is sealed, I don't understand how anyone's even saying they saw it. So if I see it, yeah, we'll discuss it. Now, I'm not just going to hear it and say, yep, that exists. I'm not Ziggy, you know.
Help us understand.
Sorry.
Chloe.
Sorry, Spirit Speakers.
Chloe wants to help. And the last thing Chloe would
does she, or does she want to just YouTube? Because if she really wanted to help, she actually shouldn't be on YouTube. You know, like or don't like Seth. Think he's suspect or don't think he's suspect. Who thinks it's a good look for her to be doing this all over YouTube? Because I am almost certain an attorney wouldn't think this is a bright idea. Because what you say can and will and has been held against people on the YouTubes. Just ask my dear friend Billy Joe, who is just in here. It can and will be used against you. So I don't understand why a private investigator for Seth is out here running these streets with him. It's weird to me. Don't you think that'd be the #1 best advice from any attorney on any situation on these streets, is stay the fuck off YouTube till it's done? I would think.
To put out misinformation. And the problem
is, I understand this. So let me
she might have left.
Smash something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, anything that goes on between me and my wife is not a damn bit of anybody's personal business. I don't care what you think. I don't care what y'all got to say.
You're not wrong.
That'd be like me splashing all your business out to the world.
We love you.
Okay.
It does not matter what goes on in my house. We're looking for my son. That's real simple.
And ain't that right? I think you're safe to comment on that. My big sister from another mister. I think, is that not right? That YouTubes can be used against you in the court of law, right? Yeah, I could be Giselle. I mean, I'm not quite sure about the part of the scale that Sebastian is on. To be honest, I don't think I would just have guessed he was on the scale without being told that. I mean, yeah, he looks like he's, you know, like a math, I don't want to say a geek, but you know what I mean? I didn't think he looked like he was on the spectrum or anything. I just thought maybe I heard he liked, school and chess and, plus he's a cute kid. Very cute kid. Definitely looked not neglected like the Wells children. That's definitely for sure. There she goes. Yes. And if anyone knows, it is this person right here. Oh. No, I'm so sorry. But we love you and we're here for you. And one day you will get to speak your truths, and I can't wait for that day. There's nothing wrong with the geeks. No, absolutely not. No. And I don't mean that to sound bad at all. Can you share your dream? Would you want to share your dream? Can I call you? Let me see. If you don't want to answer, that's okay, but I'm gonna call you. Oh, oh, that is beautiful.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm all right. That is, oh my gosh, like a beautiful dream. And also I feel bad too, because I know you did not probably want to wake up from that.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
We were standing in a hallway, and they had told me that they found him, and he come around the corner, and his hair was messy, and his clothes were too big, but he run to me, and he was smiling, and I could feel his arms around my neck, and I could feel him. The dream was so real.
It was real. That was him hugging his Grammy. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Justin says you should journal it. Journal your memories, your thoughts and emotions.
I do. It's coming. The time is getting close. It's coming for me to be able to make a difference. I want to make a difference. I want to make a change. This should never happen. This should never happen.
Well, you know you got a whole army with you, and you are going to make that change. I know you will.
This was 100% preventable.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're not beating yourself up anymore, I hope. You can't.
Oh, man. I miss Grandma.
Okay. Yeah, don't say too much. I don't want people to twist it or whatever. Yeah. But people are sending you love and support here in the chat.
I want justice for him. I want justice for him, and I want everyone held accountable.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yep. How's she doing in there? All right? She's holding up? Or you can't say? That's okay.
No, she's doing all right.
Okay.
She's has her bad days, you know. She has days where she's just barely getting by, and then days where, you know, she can get up and make that phone call, or, you know, go take a shower.
Yeah.
But it's been hard all the way around.
Yeah. You're still not out of the nightmare yet.
No, I'm ready for the trial, and I'm I'm ready to bring Quentin home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He should be able to come home. He should be able to rest. He should be home with us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope that day comes sooner than later.
I hope people do realize that. I mean, in the beginning of all this, I was just in utter chaos. My body and my mind, everything was in chaos. I made a lot of poor decisions, and yes, I did pay for it. I went to jail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I just
don't say too much more, just in case. We don't know. We don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that beautiful dream. I'm going to hang up here so we don't get in any trouble, because I don't want to do that to you. But I love you.
Well, I love you too, and I want to tell everyone, hey, and thank you for all those who have been supportive. It's a journey that I wish for no one.
Mm.
And change has to happen.
Definitely. And it will. It definitely will. Well, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
I'll see you in chat or talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laying here listening.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you. Love you. Bye.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
Love her heart. She, and people can hate me all they freaking want. I do not care. Thank you for the love and support for her in chat. We don't need to be. I can't wait for people to just learn everything that I've gotten to, and one day, I think some people will feel mighty stupid. But, so I want to hear a little bit more of this here. What a beautiful dream. Wow.
That's real simple.
Your stepson, right?
And
Just smash something.
This, I liked Chris's response here. This was crazy. You could tell this was a comment you make to press someone's buttons, by the way. Absolutely. Your stepson. That is to press somebody's buttons and upset them. I don't know why. So they wanted to press Chris's buttons to get him upset. They wanted him to lash out like he did on the show. That's exactly what they wanted. They got exactly what they wanted from all that. You have to admit that's true. Like him or don't like him, you have to admit that is true. Listen.
Quick.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, anything that goes on between me and my wife is not a damn bit of anybody's personal business. I don't care what you think. I don't care what y'all got to say. It'd be like me splashing all your business out to the world.
Okay.
It does not matter what goes on in my house.
We're
looking for my son.
I know it, Spirit.
It's real simple.
Your stepson, right?
World.
Wow. Okay. One more time, sorry.
It does not matter what goes on in my house. We're looking for my son. It's real simple.
Your stepson, right?
It doesn't matter. Stepson, my son. All the kids are treated as if they're your own. There is no title, a stepson.
That is the perfect response, by the way.
Son, it does not matter. That boy is loved by me just like he is my own. Just like he's my own.
Okay, Chris, may I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of us are...
Absolutely nothing of that nature.
Okay.
And for people to not understand...
Anything like hit under a neighbor's car or
caged because they were not safe to enter. The one that she is referring to that collapsed.
Oh, shit.
That's real simple.
Your stepson, right?
Somebody in the spotlight.
So they've been there, and Chris, was Ellie able to go in and you searching? Are you putting up flyers?
And I really don't care what certification, who can.
He's saying he's got to vet people before just letting them around him and in his house and stuff. I can kind of understand that too. I can understand that too. Well, I gotta find the timestamp. I had a couple timestamps wrote down. I don't want to go through her whole 4-hour live, okay? But I want to show you guys something here now. Have you seen the Suzanne Morphew updates? And if you guys remember way back, Barry Morphew has tranquilizer guns or tranquilizer blow darts and stuff like that. And people had always had this rumor going around that he had used tranquilizer on his wife, right? Guess what was found in Suzanne's bones? Let's pull that up here. Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, I got my camera off. Okay. Yeah, you just surprised me though. It surprises me. Let's go over a few things here. I love this picture of me and Mark. This is on our trip to British Columbia. I just found it. Hi, nerdy girl, by the way. And I see a couple texts, guys. I see. Hi, Miss Chewy. Hold on, Miss Chewy. Wait right there, Miss Chewy. Hi, Miss Chewy. There we go. We should collab and go over some of this because wow, it's been a while. Which one first? Let's check this one out.
On StreamYard.
The death of a Colorado mother has been ruled a homicide nearly 4 years after she was reported missing on Mother's Day.
Hi, Andrew.
According to an autopsy, Suzanne Morphew died by undetermined means. Her remains found in a shallow grave last September, more than 40 miles from where she went missing.
Hi, happy.
Your reporter, Gabriella Vidal, joins us live now with what the coroner found inside of Suzanne's body. Gabby?
Yeah, Karen, and actually tomorrow would have been Suzanne Morphew's birthday. The mother of two was found back in September near Moffett in Saguache County. But it isn't until now that we're learning that tranquilizers typically used to handle wildlife were found in her system.
Wow.
It's good news, but it's also kind of, where do we go from here?
An autopsy report now indicating what...
Well, it's a common tranquilizer. Everybody's got this kind of tranquilizer. What the fuck? Some of you might not know him, but if you remember Alan, Armchair Detective, I will just always remember when he's like, ladies, do not get married and move to Colorado. Your husband will kill you. Apparently everyone in Colorado has got these tranks. But I guess maybe, I don't know what's around there. I guess bears or coyotes or something. I don't know. I guess maybe, my kids, they go hunting and stuff, and they do, I think they've got a blow dart for tranquilizers, but they don't have tranquilizers, okay? Just the blow
loved
dart.
ones like Tisha Leeway already knew in their hearts.
Kind of like a trophy
Suzanne Morphew's death was a homicide.
It does tie a lot of the investigation together now.
The report details the presence of butorphanol, azaparone, and methamphetamine in the 52-year-old's remains.
Yes.
All of which are drugs used in tranquilizers for wildlife. Suzanne's husband, Barry Morphew, arrested for allegedly murdering her. Says he used tranquilizer darts on deer when hunting to collect antlers.
What?
He's admitted to the fact that he had the tranquilizer in his house, one was missing.
So he tranks deer and takes their antlers, but doesn't like eat the deer or kill the deer. Like, how do you? That's kind of fucked up. You can trank a deer and take his antlers, and then what? Like, let it live and go running again after you take its antlers? Why? Is that like legal to do that, or is that like considered poaching? I really don't know. Like in Minnesota, you don't do that shit. I know that. Hold on, like I gotta ask if that's even legal. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh shit, it's an hour later in Minnesota, isn't it?
Hello?
Hi, bud.
What's up?
I'm on a live and I just heard something like really weird and I want to ask you if it's legal to do. It could be different too since it's a different state, but are people allowed to tranquilize deer, take their antlers, like tranquilize them to sleep to saw off their antlers and then let the deer go? Is that legal?
Depends. I don't think you can just go out there and do it. You probably have to have some kind of permit or license for it.
And you can take just the antlers and let the deer go?
If you cut them off, it doesn't do anything to the deer.
Oh. So people can just go and put a deer to sleep in the woods, take their antlers, and that's okay?
Well, I don't know.
Like, I know you would never, and it's not okay to you, but, like, there's no laws on that you know of?
I don't know of any of them.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye, bud.
Bye.
Okay, so that's my oldest son. He's been hunting, like, all his life. But yeah, I've never heard of that. That's fucking weird to me. Yeah.
Oh, it ties a lot together.
A statement from Barry Morphew's legal team maintains innocence in his wife's death and says his family remains with more questions, including what has or hasn't been tested for DNA in the case. Quote, DNA left on her clothing by the murderer could bring justice for Suzanne, her family, and the community. The authorities will also not provide the Morphews any information regarding whether they have performed any testing on the bullet that was collected with Suzanne's remains. While Leeway agrees there's been challenges getting answers through this investigation.
There was some faults, and obviously someone's going to end up paying for it. And right now, Suzanne is paying for it.
Leeway also remains hopeful this autopsy can lead the community closer to justice.
If it takes 6 more months for them to get it right, then it takes 6 more months for an arrest to come.
And we did ask Barry Morphew's illegal.
Of course they won't. No, of course he doesn't. Like, when will he get arrested again? Because he really, 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 really should be, right? Jeez, what is this?
My skin feels tighter, uplifted.
Out of the new development in the case of the Colorado mom who vanished on Mother's Day 4 years ago. An autopsy for Suzanne Morphew finds she died by homicide, could possibly lead to new charges. Errol Rush is here with the details.
I thought it might be.
Good morning to you, George. This case has gone unsolved for 4 years. Suzanne's husband, Barry Morphew, initially faced charges in her death, but all of those charges were dropped. Now a new bombshell toxicology report could crack this case wide open again.
This morning, a stunning development in the mysterious murder case of Colorado mom Suzanne Morphew, nearly 4 years after she vanished. A just-released toxicology report officially determining her death was a homicide and finding a chemical cocktail consistent with an animal tranquilizer in her bones, noting these drugs are marketed as a compounded injectable chemical immobilizer for wildlife.
Wow.
If they can link these animal tranquilizers to Barry or somebody else, then that's a real possibility that they may have enough to charge somebody.
Suzanne disappeared on Mother's Day of 2020 while allegedly on a bike ride. Her husband, Barry Morphew, seen in this police body camera video, Where's the fight? Was charged a year later with first-degree murder and evidence tampering.
Where's the bike?
Was charged a year later in this police body. Her husband, Barry, disappeared on Mother's Day of 2020 while allegedly on a bike ride. Her husband, Barry Morphew, seen in this police body camera video, Where's the fight? Was charged a year later with first-degree murder and evidence tampering. In the arrest affidavit from 2021, investigators say they found a needle cap for a tranquilizer dart in the dryer inside bed sheets. In his defense, Barry claimed he shot a deer with a tranquilizer dart and said he disposed of the tranquilizer solution. In a major twist, prosecutors dropping all charges against him just before trial, telling us it was not because they believed Barry was innocent, but because they thought authorities were close to finding Suzanne's body. But Barry has long maintained his innocence. He spoke exclusively to ABC News last summer with his daughters Macy and Mallory by his side.
These charges were dropped
And
without
these girls are
prejudice,
still
which
backing
means
him, I heard,
if
allegedly
authorities
today.
feel like there's more evidence, they could charge you again. Do you live with fear of that?
Well, I was innocent the first time they arrested me, so I'm sure it's possible.
Dude,
But
stop. I
don't
can't with
have
this guy.
anything
Fuck off,
to worry about.
man.
I've done nothing wrong.
Did you have anything to do with
yeah.
the disappearance of your wife?
Absolutely not.
Prosecutors say
Why do you
text
laugh
messages
at that,
appear
though?
to show a
Like,
strained
that's so
marriage.
weird.
Suzanne referring to Barry as Jekyll and Hyde. And just before she disappeared, telling Barry, "I'm done." Despite learning Suzanne was having an affair, Barry
like
and
to
his
go through
daughters
it all,
denied
Justin. You
claims
should
of a
plan a
troubled
show
relationship.
Was there any
And host
indication before she
panel, 'cause
disappeared
I'd like to
that
join
something was amiss?
Spirit Seeker Squad.
Did
would
you
like to
observe
join.
any fights, arguments, disagreements between your mom and your dad that concerned you before?
No. Months after our interview in September of 2023,
What?
authorities discovered Suzanne's
Who
remains
is-
in a shallow
Thank you,
grave
Ryan.
45 miles south of
Did
the
you,
family
Miss
home.
Cherie?
And we reached back out to the Morphews for their response to these autopsy findings.
What'd they say?
Told us through their attorney that they are skeptical about the integrity of this investigation.
Oh,
Barry Morphew has long alleged
okay.
that there was prosecutorial mishandling of his case, but authorities have told us that they are not ruling out future charges against him. And this time that could happen in a different jurisdiction where Suzanne's remains were.
Ooh, okay, so that's good news. All right. That's pretty good news to hear that they aren't ruling that out. Maybe it was this one.
Thank you for joining us this noon. I'm Erica Lopez. Right now, we're following breaking news in one of the most high-profile murder cases in the state. An autopsy released today shows Suzanne Morphew's cause of death is homicide. The mom of two went missing in Chaffee County in 2020, and her remains were discovered 3 years later. Now, News reporter Mark Sounder has been following the case since the beginning and joins us now with these breaking details. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Erica. The report from the coroner's office says Suzanne Morphew had several sedatives and tranquilizers found in her bones. They're drugs that would usually be used to tranquilize animals. That's a major development in this case because prosecutors have alleged for years that her husband, Barry Morphew, shot her with a tranquilizer before killing her.
For real,
Barry
too.
Morphew was arrested in
remember that
2021
rumor.
while his wife was still missing. Then the murder
like,
charges against him were dropped just days
why
before the
would she
case
have
was set
that
to
in
go
her
to trial.
bones, right?
At this point,
And
Barry is a
what is
free
the
man and
odds?
is not facing any charges. The autopsy report
What
confirms
is
that
odds
Susan
like he has strengths? They're trying to make it sound like actually that's not odd at all. Like everyone just got tranquilizers. Of course, she went on a bike ride, and yeah, her husband has tranquilizer stuff, and yeah, you know, so did a random that was stalking her. Just so happened to also be having tranquilizer stuff on him and took your wife. You know, the same wife that was leaving your ass and wanting to divorce you and everything. Yeah, that's a coincidence. I fucking think not. Like, how dumb does this guy really think we are? Yeah. A new district. Yeah. Trying to make sure this time that shit will stick. You know. It's crazy.
Suzanne was found with her bike clothing in a shallow grave in Saguache County. Investigators believe that she went on a bike ride on Mother's Day of 2020 and never returned.
Do they believe
Barry's
that?
attorney spoke only
Do
to
they?
9 News this morning.
Was that ever
They're defending
on
him, saying he's innocent.
any cameras at all pick her up, like out riding her bike? Because does anyone actually believe that? It would take nothing for dude to just throw her bike and helmet out there on the damn street, you know? I mean, Barry's a dumb motherfucker, but he's also not a dumb motherfucker. I mean, because look, he's been getting away with killing his wife for, like, I don't even remember how long now. This is to be, is it like 5 years now? When was this? This was years ago. Can anyone give me a quick...
Arguing that anyone could have shot her with a tranquilizer.
When did
Barry
Suzanne Morphew go
and he
missing?
could not have killed his wife. She got up the morning of Mother's Day, had her cup of coffee. That is now confirmed with the autopsy report. Also confirmed with the autopsy report was that she put on her bike clothes, and we know where the bike was found.
She might have had her bike clothes on. Yeah, sure.
Like, and abducted. The tranquilizer that was found
Hi,
in her
brutally,
bones,
Lauren.
allegedly, is a very common animal tranquilizer that could be used on farms or by hunters, which are people that are very prevalent in that area in Salida.
Barry's attorney also tells us that a bullet was found in the shallow grave near the town of Moffett, where Suzanne was located. At this point, we don't know where the case goes from here, though. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation confirms they continue to investigate, though they won't say if there is currently a suspect or suspects in this case, Erica.
And that's kind of the big question top of mind. We were just chatting about this in the break. Of course, this is a really big deal.
You don't think she went bike riding brutally?
Does this bring him back
I don't
into the
either.
picture, Mark?
I asked Barry's attorneys this morning, is Barry a suspect, point blank? And they said they don't know. They haven't been told yes or no whether he's a suspect. An interesting part of this, the coroner's office gave Barry and his daughters the opportunity to go get Suzanne's remains and bring them home. I'm told by his attorneys that his attorneys told him, don't do that. We don't know if you're still a suspect in this case. At this point, her remains are still at the coroner's office.
Okay, certainly some questions. I know you're going to continue to break this down throughout the day on 9 News at 4, 5, and 6.
I don't know how he's going to get away with it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. All lanes of southbound I-25, south of I.
And so didn't he have like or maybe that's Drew Peterson I'm thinking of, one of these sickos had the Innocence Project behind them, right? How did Barry get released, by the way? Let me see if I can find that. I can't remember how it come about that he was even released from jail or prison, wherever the hell he was. And now Scott Peterson might actually be able to get out. This is getting crazier and crazier.
Outlined how Suzanne Morphew died. Two significant developments today in one of Colorado's best-known unsolved killings. An autopsy outlined how Suzanne Morphew died, and our Mark Salinger learned that the troubled district attorney has been taken off the case.
My name is Linda Stanley. I'm the district attorney for the 11th Judicial District.
It's been almost 3 years since District Attorney Linda Stanley brought charges against Barry Morphew, accusing him of killing his wife, Suzanne. 3 years later, no one has been convicted, the case is still open, and now Stanley will no longer be the lead prosecutor. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation tells us the district attorney in Saguache County, Ann Kelly, will handle the case moving forward, including any prosecution.
Since the remains were found, we have been asking whether or not Linda Stanley is involved anymore in this case as a prosecutor or in any way, shape, or form.
Jane Fisher Byrie-Elson is an attorney representing Barry Morphew. Barry's murder charges were dropped by DA Stanley just days before the case was set for trial last year.
Getting your
in the month since,
text.
Stanley has been accused.
Justin, Mandy, and someone else, but my phone is about to die. I have... You can't like breathe when my phone's on the charger at this point. We gotta get a new phone charger. But yes, I am getting them. I will charge my phone after this show and take a peek at everything and look at everything. And yeah, gosh, I was going to say, yeah, so 4 years for Suzanne, because I haven't talked about her in years for sure. I remember.
Of hiding evidence from defense attorneys and launching a secret investigation into the judge's family. Do you trust Linda Stanley to find the real killer?
No.
That's
No. I mean,
wow,
I do not trust Linda Stanley to find the real killer.
A new prosecutor will take over the case after Suzanne's remains were found last year in Saguache County, just outside of Moffett. Today, we learn new evidence investigators will use in the case. An autopsy report confirms Suzanne died in a homicide. Tests found she had sedatives and tranquilizers in her bones, usually used on animals. That's important. For years now, investigators have alleged that Barry shot his wife with a tranquilizer before killing her after he found out she was having an affair. The plastic cap of the tranquilizer was found at the Morphew house after Suzanne went missing. Speaking only to 9 News today, Barry's attorney says anyone could have shot the tranquilizer.
The tranquilizer that was found in her
brought
bones,
up the affair then?
allegedly,
Barry brought that up, right?
Is a very common animal tranquilizer that could be used on farms or by hunters, which are people that are very prevalent in that area in Salida.
Details that a new prosecutor will have to investigate.
Remember there was
We have no idea whether investigators have any
investigated
suspects in this case right now. Barry's attorneys asked whether he is a suspect still, but they were not told yes or no. A couple of weeks ago, the coroner allowed Barry to take Suzanne's remains home. He was advised by his attorneys not to, and they are still with the coroner.
Okay, so he
What a
didn't
mess.
take
Okay,
him
so
in.
this DA,
Okay.
Linda Stanley, still in office, not on this case. What's next for her?
Correct. She is not
Yes,
leading
lady,
the
for
case.
sure,
That is
yeah.
now Ann Kelly in the 12th Judicial District. Linda Stanley, however, does have a case coming up, her own, in front of the Supreme Court. That trial is expected to start in June, whether or not she'll keep her law license because there were so many complaints of how she handled this specific Morphew case.
You've been on it every step of the way, Mark. Thank you.
Yes. Your mom might be back. She'll be
The
back.
murder charges against him were dropped last month. Amy is here with the exclusive interview. Good morning, Amy.
Hey, good morning, Michael. For more than a year, a Colorado man was accused by state prosecutors of killing his wife, who disappeared on Mother's Day back in 2020. But just days before he was scheduled to go on trial, Barry Morphew had the charges against him dismissed, and now he and his daughters are speaking out. And in the coming weeks, their attorney says they will request an investigation into how they say the district attorney mishandled this case.
We've been silent for a long time.
Yeah.
And we've decided that we finally want to break the silence.
Still
this morning, just days before the second anniversary of her disappearance.
Why are these girls not seeing? What are we missing? Or is it they don't want to give up money? Like, what is really going on here? This is like the Michael Peterson situation all over again, where I know they stuck behind the dad over money, which is crazy. But these girls, and the one looks just, I mean, gosh. I don't understand. Maybe they're afraid. Like, do you get vibes at all that these girls are being forced to back
The family of
their father
Suzanne
in any
Morphew
way?
is
I don't
speaking
know.
out for the first time since the murder charges
Can you
against her
stop,
husband were
Andrew?
dropped.
This is
It's
not
been
a
an
dating
emotional
site,
roller coaster.
okay? You need to stop.
But
You've hit on
we
how
feel
many
like we
women
can
in here
finally
now?
take our
Please
first
stop.
steps
I'm
in
putting you
healing,
in a
which is
timeout.
a blessing.
Because these people don't come here.
Yeah. We know,
for a dating
we just
show,
know our dad
okay?
better than anyone else.
So don't. And it gets to crossing lines of basically harassment, and you're not going to do that in here to these women. Stop it. I apologize.
And we know he was not involved in our
you
mom's
guys
disappearance.
Mallory and Macy Morphew
harassed
standing
by
by
that.
their father, who investigators believed was responsible for their mother's disappearance 2 years ago. The three seen walking out of court arm in arm just moments after the charges against him were dropped.
We want to heal. We feel like we haven't been able to heal these past 2 years.
The family says Suzanne left her Colorado home for a bike ride, but never returned.
Thank you, Sharon. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, he can be blocked. And I apologize, Candy and Brutally, if you felt harassed by Andrew, but he's gone now. And yeah, there's none of that. Absolutely, you do not come in here and sexually harass any females or males on my platform. That will not fly. Goodbye, Andrew. I apologize, Brutally and Candy.
Turned.
I just love my girls. And I love my wife. And I just want her to be found.
But investigators told a different story, arresting Barry Morphew. The charges ranging from first-degree murder to tampering with physical evidence. Prosecutors argued that Morphew discovered his wife was having an affair, then murdered her, disposed of her body, and staged a bike crash in a rural area. Releasing this body camera footage from the hours after she was reported missing, police saying Morphew touched evidence.
Hey, could you not touch the bike with your hands, please?
Morphew's daughters say he isn't a killer and are celebrating the dismissal of the case, now demanding District Attorney Linda Stanley should do more.
I just hope that Linda will step up to the plate and do everything she can to find our mom. Because what they've done is not fair.
What? Like, I don't understand it.
And we're never going to stop looking for our mom.
Court filings say
really
that while
don't
authorities
think
are
it's
close
their
to
dad.
discovering Suzanne's body, weather has complicated the
thought he
efforts.
was.
The location
I
where
thought he
Suzanne's
was.
body is believed to be has 5 feet of
Liar,
snow
Larry, for
concealing it.
sure.
But the family's attorney says authorities have mishandled the case and are planning to file a complaint against the DA.
And if you want to honor Suzanne and you want to honor the daughters, go find Suzanne.
The DA's office
Yeah,
telling ABC
right.
News they and law enforcement have been diligently searching for Suzanne Morphew since she was reported missing and that they are continuing to do so.
Prosecutors need to be held responsible and they need to pay for the damage they've caused to Barry, which is frankly
What?
nearly irreparable
No, get
because
outta
it's hard for
here.
anybody to believe that Barry is not who
Okay,
they
so
claim he
sleep
was.
Good, love ya.
Now, the family spoke out this weekend. It was Suzanne Morphew's birthday, and her daughters say, of course, they wished they were spending it with her. The charges against Barry Morphew were dismissed without prejudice, which means that if investigators do uncover new evidence, those charges can be filed again, Michael.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Amy.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robert.
What do you guys make of the daughters? Oh, thank you. What do you guys make of the daughters backing their father even still? That's weird. That's kind of weird, yeah. I mean, I have to say, it's kind of fucking weird. Hi, Zena. Fear? You think fear? They wouldn't back him just over not getting, you know, an allowance like the Peterson kids, because I know the Peterson kids backed him because of a money situation. Because I've spoken to people and the kids. One kid. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the cookie. Here's one each so far. Here, one each. Thank you. I think they know, but they don't want to lose another. That could be too. They don't want to lose another parent. I could understand that too. That's got to be not easy on them. I get it. But there is, well, I wonder if I can find that clip. There was a video where I kind of got vibes that they perhaps, one sister, I know for sure there was a video I saw that I kind of got the vibes that she felt pretty uncomfortable. Let's see if I can find that. Well, I am going to plug my phone in and take a peek at all of the messages coming in with information, and we will meet again tomorrow. I might do a members live. I gotta work tomorrow, so I might do a members live tomorrow while I'm at work. I'm not sure, but maybe I'll do a live before I go to work. Just be watching anyways the channel for tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for hanging tonight, having conversation. There's a few things I have a few things I want to chat with you guys about, but we'll get there. So have a good rest of your, what are we on? Wednesday night, okay? Welcome new members. Yes, we will do a members live tomorrow. Because we just we got new members tonight. Let's do something chit chat tomorrow. Miss Chewy, maybe you want to join. I don't know. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm going to go plug my phone in. I'm going to go take my NyQuil and got a couple things to do. And I'm going to catch up on a few shows and stuff before I fall asleep. Justin, love you, boo. Zena, Julia, everybody, love you. Mandy, Justin, thank you for being there for me. Love y'all very much. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.